Today we play Frostpunk. As I said, I want to play and explore it a bit more and see how it goes. I mean, if you never saw Frostpunk and missed the first stream, it's more or less a city builder game, but more it's about surviving, and it's really harsh in a tough environment. And all is from snow and ice, and it's really cold, and you have to take care that people survive somehow. I'm doing more or less good or bad job on that, I don't know. I just opened the game and paused it. So yeah. At the moment we have minus 40 degrees, so it's really cold. Okay, I'm glad Inklings that all sounded well beside of that. Okay, that's nice. I hope with the headset tomorrow then, or the headphones, that all will be perfect and that the stream will go fine and that we have a lot of fun. Yeah. Okay. Hey Knopans! Okay, on pause now. I really don't remember so much what we did last time. So I think I had a food problem. Yeah, we have no food. Only a little bit here, even with the soup what we did. And I think we have to get more hunters, probably. Yes. Maybe we make that. I made somewhere here. I made here this warming little thing. I hope that's warm enough to make a heat zone also for the hunters, so it's not too cold. Oh, okay. We have something new. There are two types of buildings with area effects. Some buildings, like Sawmill, have an area blah, blah. Okay. House of Bear Field Kitchen. Okay. Tales of our endeavors proliferate. Thank you very much, Inklings, for the host. Thank you so much. Okay, so there are some buildings which gather the resources around, and then we have other buildings which influence the buildings around them. Like this heater, for example. This one. Okay. It's so depressing when you see the comments from these guys. Okay. Okay. What's with the hunters? Hunters leave the city to the hunt and follow. They work from 6 PM until 6 AM. Okay, that we know already. Okay. So these guys will start now to work. And we have enough coal. I have to look always on the coal, and if I miss it, guys always tell me we need more coal, and I don't want a disaster like last time when almost our reactor, this generator, stopped to work. Okay, it gets a bit warmer now, luckily, because it was really cold. Black Dragon, what headsets problems? Not now at the moment, but tomorrow we will make a 4 people stream for ESO, and then I will be on Discord with Inklings and Shimmer and Ninja, and you can hear them talking, and yeah, when you hear them talking and you hear them also via my headphones or my speakers, in this case it would be an echo then. So Inklings suggested that I should use headphones and instead of my speakers, just for the stream tomorrow when we play with other people. Okay. How do I get this one? I think we should invest in this generator power in case it gets again colder. Maybe. I'm really afraid of that. Otherwise, I thought Maybe for the hunters that they get more food would be also a good idea, probably. But we have to decide what's more important. Or this beacon, with that we can... that I wanted to do last time, I think. Because with that we can start to explore and maybe find new people which work for us. That's now a good question. What should we do? Anyone has a idea or opinion what is maybe the best way to go? What do we get here? I mean, they can hunt better. And we get some upgrades here. I guess more or less all of this technical stuff what we can unlock is important at the end. So, I think we go for the beacon maybe, so just so we can make more exploration and get more people. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Black Dragon. But we get more scouts, outpost depot, lighter. I think we make now the beacon, and after that we make, depending how our game goes, we go for this one, or we make food and shelter. Maybe. I don't know. This costs 20 wood and or 5. Oh, I don't have so much steel, so that's already done. Or do I need? I need that, or? No, I now need 10 to research it, and to make it I need so much, I think. Oh, we tried. Can only get better, yeah? I mean, at least it's getting warmer. So we need steel and food. And I need people to work here. We have to remove some workers somewhere. So I have here 40 people. I have only one guy here, looks like. I have to find all the workers. I don't know where they are. Can I? So 4, 6. I don't have so many guys. I need more workers. Maybe pull some here away. Oh no. Okay, I think I remove some of the whole place, not too many, just some. And make here more hunters. So okay. We try that now, not too many, just some. Good evening, Wolle. How are you? Is your ear better? I hope so. Hey, Patata. How was your day? Nice to see you again. Yeah, Mr. Big. I think minus 30 degrees or Celsius is terrible. Just too cold, yeah? So, but our heat is okay now at the moment, I guess. Just not for the sawmill, that's super, super cold. So maybe we have to place here one of these heaters, what we have. Maybe we have here some... Where was it? Health people. Oh, we have the beacon researched. Awesome. Build the beacon. Where do we do that? That's a good question. Okay, but I need more steel for that. Okay, but we have now a lot of coal, that's good. But we need now steel. So maybe I remove some of them like that. And putting here some, maybe. And so I wanted to make this heater, but maybe we just wait to get more resources for the beacon. I still don't know where we can build it at the end. Oh, what's here? More sick beds needed. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the rising number of untreated sick. They are asking you to address the problem. I will open a new medical post. I promise the sick will be treated. I won't address this right now. Okay, we will open a new medical post. Because we are good. Spent half day in emergency and they wanted me to stay. I kindly refused. I hate hospitals. Oh, I can understand it. I also don't like hospitals. That's I prefer just to go home if I can. That's understandable. So could they help you at least with your ear? Is it now a bit better? I hope so. Hey, Dr. Cool. Good evening. How are you? Okay. So we have still a big food problem. So maybe we make that. So. And what did they wanted from me? Some medical post, or? Make one more. Here? Oh. I don't know, Mr. Big, what's happening. When we... probably when they starve, they will die and then I have to restart maybe? I don't know. I didn't play it before. It's my first attempt. And our second day, but when we try it now. We'll see what's happening. Maybe. Oh, we have a new law what we can introduce. So let's see. Public house. What's a public house? Even in this harsh new world, people still need to raise their spirits after work in a good company with stiff drink in hand. And that sounds really good. So people can drink and relax. Not bad. Dueling law. Disagreements between people who face deadly threats every day can be resolved in a duel. Sometimes people will be killed in a duel. Yeah, that I don't like. I have already too less people and workers. So now they start to fight for, I don't know, my bad soup. Then I don't want that. I'm glad that you are fine, Dr. Cool. I'm good, thank you very much. I had a nice day. What do we hear? So we can let the kids help within our hospital or a medical post. And or we let them help with researching. Another one can be passed. Speeding up research. I mean, that would be, I think, probably the best. I mean, I don't know. When we have, if they help and our people get faster healthy and can work, that's probably also better. Yeah, I don't know. It's always such a tough decision here in this game. I don't know what's better. Patrons of the public house are less discontent. Extra for the overcrowding. We can feed sick people extra to help with their recovery. Use extra in medical facilities to speed up recovery. Okay, what's care house? The gravely ill and amputees will be cared for low cost in special homes. Oh, okay. After introducing this law, another one can be care house. The gravely ill are kept alive in a care house and no longer burden medical posts. Well, that's maybe good, because I think I have a problem at the moment with that. So maybe I don't have to build another medical post? I don't know. But we make this one, I think. Hope you agree.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
So, and we need to research something more. So I said, how long does it take? 7 hours. Okay, we make that so we get more food because I'm out of food. And then we need, oh, that was the wrong button. We need to build care house. Oh, that's huge, this care house. We can make it here. Okay. Evening, Quintus. How are you? Oh, again, you are in a trial. Good luck then. I hope you will have a lot of fun and that it works fine for you. So big patata is batata and it's in English potato. In German it's Kartoffel. Are you at the office, patata? Okay. I hope you have a good time at work. So for me it's almost 10 p.m. So, okay. Same like Dr. Cool. Okay, so we make a care house, we need a medical post, and we make, I don't know, somehow we have to get this beacon. So hope is rising, that's good. But we have really many sick people. But when we have the care house, then the gravely ill should wander there, and the medical post should be not so overburdened, I hope. And I need people here to work. Need people. I found always it's really hard and banished when you have to wait for, you know, that the kids gets old enough that you can let them work. Can't I let them work? No. Workers? Oh, I don't need normal workers, I need engineers for them. Okay. We make it like that. Where do I have engineers? In my workshop maybe? Let's see. Idle engineers. Maybe I remove... I don't need this ones here, so maybe make it that. And Make it. Okay. You help the sick, they and their families are grateful. Hope rises. Ah, Gott sei Dank. I mean, that's really good. Problem is we don't have food and anything. But no problem. At least they are happy and they are hopeful. That's good. um, okay, we have again ill people. Oh, there are really many gravely ill guys here inside, huh? Oha. Yeah, big. Potato is Kartoffel. And how do I make now this beacon thing? What's here? A word of advice. First death. Oh. One of our people just died. Sickness, accidents, and deadly cold will keep claiming lives in the harsh world. We need a way to dispose of the body. Open the book of laws. Oh, okay. We have to wait for a law. What we do with dead bodies. But we can decide now what we want to do, maybe. Do we want to build a cemetery? And the other one was, I think, really harsh. Do we keep dead bodies out of the heat zone and cover them with snow? The cold will halt their decay. Okay, hope will fall, discontent will rise, and... Okay, we make a cemetery, that's just nicer, I think. But we have to wait that we can make something. So, but I still don't know how we make a beacon. That's just statistics here. Okay, one guy died. Maybe here in construction. Ah, here, beacon. Allow us to send scouts. Oh, what we need? Steel for that. A lot of steel. Okay. So the hunters which are coming back, I guess. Yeah, they're the hunters. I don't want to use this 24-hour shift for the steel, because if we get the coal problem again, I think it's good to have it and as an emergency, because the cooldown is 2 days. So I'm a bit afraid that we yeah, use it, you know, for something not necessary. Ich liebe Kartoffeln. So, I love potatoes. That would be Ich liebe Kartoffeln. So, I hope you liked it, Big. So, Quintus, have you thought about checking your old ESO live with Echo? If not, maybe you could open it, so triple Echo 2 from the old live and one... That's too much Echo, Quintus. So, okay. We have now 9. I still need more, but we lose a lot of coal, so I guess we have to get them more workers too. We have to see where we move people, maybe. We have 15 children, 11 ill. This game is all about balancing, it seems. I mean, our food is, naja, not so much food, but better than nothing. We have 3 people only here working. Amputees. People may become amputees as a result of serious frostbite, work accidents, or mishaps of after becoming gravely ill and being saved by medical treatment. The amputees can't work, but they still need to be housed and fed. Later in the game, you can research upgrades that will help you to find solutions to this problem. Okay. Cool, guys. Okay. We have no hunter's gear researched. So they'll bring more food. Okay, that's good. And now we make this heating. We need 50 wood for that. Ooh. Okay. That's a huge problem here with my workers. I need just more workers. You think I need more hunters, Dr. Cool? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have 5 hunters here, and the other one are 15 hunters, and they only work at the night. And they sleep over the day. But I also need people who collect coal. I need people who collect wood and steel, and cook, and I don't know what, and take care of the ill and amputees and all stuff. Oh, that's sweet. This one. Yeah, do we need a street here? That. Okay.
End of shift. Go rest all who can.
Food and hunger. Oh. People may become also, that was already that. Why is it then saying food and hunger? Okay. I think I make it now a bit fast forward. Just to see how we go doing. Okay, we get soon a temperature drop again, so we have to be. Oh, I need coal. Oh my god, we need coal. Oh no. Okay, that's really bad. I need some people for coal. So. So where are all our workers? I make it now like that. This go away. Put them here. I think that's good. So they gather there. But I have to remove some people, I think, probably. We need a lot of coal. So maybe I remove some of the workshop, I don't know. I mean, we have to research new stuff. And I don't want to, you know, remove engineers from the workshop and then our research time extends even more. So maybe I remove, I don't know, some metal post. Like that. This. And we need food. Oh my god, we need food again, food. Oh, they don't work here. Okay. Do they work here then? They can. So we need coal. So I will let them make 24-hour shift for coal. Oh, the discontent rises a lot when I do that. Oh, okay. And I need steel and wood also. And I think I messed it up. So, but maybe I hope we can still do it. I don't know. But it seems like it's really hard to find the good balance.
Move! Time to get to work.
So patata, was Deutsch is for English like Italian for Spanish. Language is similar in many forms. I don't know. I think it just depends how talented you are with languages, or for some it's easier, for some not. You are done with work at 3 p.m? Okay, that's nice. I hope that you have a nice, relaxing afternoon. You wiped once Quintus at the trial. I hope the next try will go better. So, but we still need a lot of coal. And I think I need just more workers. So where can I remove more workers? So this is steel. Oh, again someone died. Oh, that's not good. I feel really bad if they just die and I don't know why. Okay. Okay. They said we have to think about a cemetery. Maybe that's not a bad idea when we just have now dead people.
Listen, everyone.
At least
New law is signed.
earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, as it should be. At least after death we were allowed to rest properly. I try my best, guys, but oh, we don't have wood. And I don't have coal, and I don't have food. We have nothing. Nothing. Welcome back, Big. Okay, so we researched this one. For now we should be able, I think. So, generator power upgrade 1 allows us to raise the temperature in all heat zones by 1 level. The coal consumption is doubled when the setting is in use. Oh my god, we have already a coal problem, yeah? So, allows us to turn up the generator range setting and extend its heat zone. Note the coal use for generators doubled when the setting is in use. That's terrible. I have a coal problem. But still. Okay, we need wood to research it, but I think if the temperature falls again, we need it. Probably. I think so. I don't know. Oh, here's someone who wants something. Death of overwork. Oh. One of our people died suddenly during an emergency shift. We don't know what happened, but it's likely it was a heart attack. Oh. I know if I just decide now and emergency shifts for today, that would probably be better, just so we don't waste more of this content and waste the hope. But we only have 38 coal, and if I stop this extra shift, maybe they all will freeze. So I think we have to yeah, let them work. Yeah, I think so too, Dr. Cool. We have to make sacrifices, sadly. Yeah, we have to. I'm sorry, guys. We have to work. Okay, what's here? Care house, a note of thanks. Someone has left a note at the care house. It reads, "Thank you. With all the work we have to do, it's so hard for families to properly care for an invalid. Places like this make life a little easier for us." Oh. Okay, at least we did something good for someone. So, I'm glad I could help. So, researching resources, it's maybe a good idea. So let's see. What's this one? Coal thumper. When pumping treacherous water into underground coal deposits, the coal thumper washes the precious resources to the surface, forming a pile of up to 500 for standing. Okay. Enough for two gathering. Oh, like that you get more coal. Okay. Or at least coal. What they can get. Okay. Do I have that already? No, I have to research it. What's here? Coal mining. Extracts up to 240 coal per standard workday from underground deposits. Oh, per workday. Really? That's really strong. Oh. Do we need one of these generators? We have one. Only one. Okay, what's this one? Charcoal kiln. Allows us to build charcoal kilns. Uses intense heat to char up to 700. Oh, okay, so you can burn wood to get coal. Okay. That's for the sawmill. Okay. Let's foster gathering. Employing better tools and methods, people gathering resources from coal piles, wood crates and steel wreckages will work 15% faster whether using gathering post or not. Okay, so I think we start with that one. And then we will maybe make one of this coal stuff. I have to think about it. I don't know. Okay, we may have to make a cemetery, and I still need to make a beacon, but I already used all my wood again. Okay, we need wood and all. Oh. As Knopans, you have relationships with the same problem? Hey lowercase, good evening. How was your day? Yeah, this game is really terrible. It's a good game, but you know, I feel really bad. You have to make bad decisions, and it's really hard to find a good balance, at least for me. Yeah. But I hope we can manage, you know, to flip back and that all will work and that we don't fail. I hope so. So we have here 3 sick guys, also 3, 1, 1. They're all sick. I don't have a cemetery. I need wood for that, I think. Was it wood? We need something. Yeah, I need 10 wood. I have only 7. 2 people died. So but I think when we get the wood, we will make a cemetery. So they are happy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, lowercase. I hope you will get soon healthy and well again. Maybe lie a bit down and you know, sleep and rest. Can you not incinerate corpses? I don't know what's incinerate. I had a decision between make a cemetery, which will lower the discontent and raise the hope, or I could decide to put them in a pit in snow and let them freeze. But that would lower the hope and raise the discontent. So I said I'm a good person and we give them a cemetery. Oh, you want to burn. That would be, you know what? It would be really logical to burn them because we need heat and we need, you know, we are freezing. That's, but this was not an option for us. I'm sorry. Ah, verbrennen. That's to burn. Burn is brennen, yeah, verbrennen. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, that would be a good idea, but we can't do that. Yeah. At least I can speak German, so English fails. Okay. We still need wood and all. Okay, we make now a bit the time faster. Let's see what's happening with our food, because we are out of food, we are out of all. But we have at least some steel, at least something. And people getting sick again. So now they should wake up, I think. It's time, yes. People coming out. Has God made this place to test us? Okay, I will just keep at it. We'll see better days, I have no doubt. Okay. Okay. Resources shortage, really? We are getting short on resources. Our needs are great and growing by the hour. To address this, we can enact a law that will allow us to extend working hours. I did that already. That those who give their lives in service to the city deserve the highest honor. We will give our dead ceremonial funerals to inspire the living. Okay. No. We don't do that now. Can't make that. I think... Yeah, I think we make now this for the kids. They have to work something, they have to help. We can make research, or we let them help for the sick and ill people. I am thinking to use research, so we get faster, maybe things researched for our resources. As erased, go for medic, you think? Really? So you want that we go for medical help? Okay. Then we will do that. When you think I got many ill people? Okay, we go then for this. The children will learn medicine in the shelters to help with the sick. Well, it's surely better than letting them bum about the day. Helping the sick will be good for the kid's character. I don't know if it's so good if you go, no. In a medical post where people get amputees and stuff like that, but okay. I mean, it's a harsh environment. You don't want to judge that. So. Okay. What do we need? I still need all. Coal and everything. When we have so many ill people.
Work time. Get back to work.
Oh, yeah, still. We need still to make something with the corpses. I'm sorry, guys. We need wood. 2 wood. Is no one working at the sawmill? Okay, 1 is ill and there are only 2 people then. So, okay, we have we need one more wood. Okay, now we have 10. 11, even 11. So we make now a cemetery fast before I'm out again of yeah, out of wood. So we make the cemetery. I mean, it can be cold, or I mean, it doesn't matter where the cemetery is. Or maybe it does matter. When people go there to say the last goodbye, it can't be too far away. I guess. So we make it maybe here. Here. Like that. Oh. Maybe. Black Dragon? Yeah, we just talked about it, about burning the dead bodies to get heat. Knopans suggested it. It would be really a good idea for this game, to be honest. Okay, we have gathered faster research, that's good. I hope that will help a bit. So now guys, we have to decide what we do next. What's this one? Research depot upgrade. Resources depot will be able to store... Okay, that we don't need. We don't have resources at all, so we don't need a bigger warehouse. So we can think about... I don't know if it's working, if you make a coal mine to get, you know, I mean, 240 coal per day would be amazing. But I don't know how many workers we need for that. And yeah, I mean, we can try it out. I don't know if it's working, but we still need wood to get it to work. And for this we need 10 wood, and this is burning wood for coal. But since we don't have wood at all, I would not do that. So maybe for now I would just say we try to make this coal mining, just to get pressure away from our workers, and then when I know that I get every day 240 coal, that would be already a lot better than now. Oh, I mean, I don't know if you guys played This War of Mine, and there were some really harsh and tough things also inside. I mean, it's a game about war. And it was not made in a bad way. It was just, you know, it was really sad, and you really felt how, you know, tough and hard the life is when you live in a city with war around you. And you had to make tough decisions, and people died there also, just by your decisions. And it was really a sad game. It was a really good game. It's really well made, but it's also sad. The cemetery has been established. Now we can put our dead to rest. Okay. So Hopewell Rising, that's really good. But this is a cemetery here now. So that's good. I still need this beacon, so maybe we get now the beacon first before we do anything with research. So, because I think when we make this beacon go, we can make some expeditions, and then we should be able to find more people, and that would help also if we have more workers. Oh, you see, they bring now the dead to the cemetery here. Auf dem Schlitten. I don't know how the name is in English, but Schlitten. In German. This game would work very well on consoles. I don't know, Black Dragon in general, I think building games like that I only can imagine to play on a PC, not on a console at all. Even if I play many games with my controller, I could not play this game with a controller. That would be, for me, not really a way to play it. I like a lot now to go with the mouse and look at all the menus, and I think that's much more comfortable in this case. How is my food supply? Naja, I don't know. We have 32 food and only 1 raw food left. We have some coal and not much else. So what did I say what we need for the bacon? Beacon. Not bacon, beacon. This was the wrong window. We need 20 wood and 35 steel. So maybe, I hope we can do that. I just speed now the time a bit up. We have a coal problem again. We are out of coal. No, no. And just before, you know, now it should get really cold. That's terrible. I think temperature will fall now a lot. Yeah, Mr. Big, I think our situation is a bit tough at the moment, to say it nice. I don't know what we do now. Can I? Okay, we make now 24-hour shifts again. I will remove people from the steel, some, and put them also at the coal or this gathering house. Okay, now getting really cold. Can I start it again? No.
Work time. Get back to work.
Let me start it. We have already some coal. Los, go on. I guess it's getting really cold. Yes. Okay. Since I have such a coal problem, I will try now this coal mining, and I hope this will... Oh, I can't. I need wood again. Oh my god. This wood. And people getting all ill now. The generator's down and... Okay, I just turned it on again. Temperature's rising a little bit. But I think with minus 40 degrees it's... yeah, as you can see, it's hard. Okay, we have a lot of ill people. And all are sick. Probably all get a cold. I'm terrible. I'm really terrible leader. Oh, now our hunters come back and it will freeze even more. Dr. Cool, if I land the people which hunt now at the night, can't work over the day because they were hunting all over the night. So I'm missing now 20 people, I think, which are just coming back now with food. And I need, yeah, I need all kinds of stuff to progress. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong. I have some people which are not working. So maybe I put them at the sawmill. We make now. I don't know what we make now. We can make now soon this beacon and just say, okay, we try it and see if it will help us when we make this expedition and get more workers. Or I don't make the expedition. Oh. Okay. We need coal. That's bad now. My god. Yeah, or we just do now this research for coal mining, which is probably better. Yeah, I mean, try now coal mining. I hope that will help us. I hope so. We will see. Maybe increase your food at some point. I don't know how, Black Dragon, because my problem is I need more workers, and I don't have more workers. I have here again a second food hunter, but I don't have 10 people spare which can hunt to get more raw food. Because I have already a problem with coal and wood and steel and all. So that's a kind of a problem. I don't know. We have now at the moment 20 people hunting. Yeah. Can I shut down certain functions at the oh wait, we have to. A children's player. Captain, we found a boy frozen to the bone in the cemetery next to a fresh grave. Must have been there for hours. He wants you to call an emergency meeting. He says that if you agree, his mother will wake up to attend it. Okay. If we can make something at a generator. I mean, we can shut down the coal, this hubs here. This ones. You can shut this ones down, but maybe like that, so it doesn't use so much coal. What's here? Low risk of getting ill. This? Okay. I hope that we don't get too many ill people now when I shut them all down. I hope so. What's here? More sick beds needed, again. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the rising number of untreated sick. They are asking you to address the problem. Okay. How long does it still take? I don't want to use now any resources because I don't know how much this coal mine will cost us. I will just wait that the research is done, just in case, so we are prepared. Yeah, you can do that if you want to make them a bit more happy. Oh, I didn't want to do. Or is there something which will help us a bit? Okay, house. What we did? Prosthetics. Everyone wants to contribute to be survived of our city. If we can bring amputees back to full fitness, we should do it. Oh! New blueprint. Protheses. Available in the factory. Amputees fitted with protheses in medical facilities will be able to work again. That would be good for us, maybe. I hope so. We will try that, maybe. What do we have here? And this was a public house. That would be also good, probably. What do you think, guys, what we should take as the next law? A Black Dragon, I just thought we try if we can go with low temperature, just to see if we maybe survive that and save some coal. That would be good. Loganok, guten Abend. Hello, how are you? Yeah, Black Dragon, we have so many people in our care house, and I need work, you know, I need workers. So this could be really good for them, you know, that they can work again and feel better, I think. Our medical facilities should be fully utilized even if we have to put the patients on the floor. Oh, that sounds terrible. I can't give them extra food because we are already missing food for our other people. So maybe I just go now for that one so they are happy. Because we can't make more food. I don't think I can build this. Probably when we get a blueprint, we have probably to build a factory, I guess. And I don't think we have the resources to build it. Public house should make them happy, maybe. I don't know. That's really a harsh decision again. How long does it take? We just wait maybe now until this is done. But we have so many ill people. And we're getting more. I bet it's really, really cold. And the temperature will even drop more. Or? Oh no, here it goes up. Okay. Okay, now we get here then again to 20. And then here again down to 14 probably. Good day. I hope we can keep up saying that. I admit I feel a little bit hopeful today in spite of circumstances. Okay. We have a coal problem. Again. Yeah. And the generator is shutting down. Okay, we have coal mining researched. So let us pause. Okay. I hope that we can make now something with that. And resources, coal mine. We need 25 wood. We have wood. Yeah, we have steel and we have 1 steam core. Okay. Where do I build this? Ah, here, okay. That's a fixed place. Or here. So maybe make it here because we have already a street. Oh, we need a street? Oh, wrong window. So okay, I hope that our problems will be yeah, gone with our new I have to make it faster. With our new mine. What's here now? We have just used our first steam core. Steam cores are necessary components in advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in the city, so let's hope that our scouts find them during the expeditions. I see. I see that we don't have any expeditions going on because we are still missing the beacon. Yeah, the heat is off, generator start. Okay. I need to... Do we have somewhere still coal left? Yeah. Yeah. Discontent is rising a lot. not looking good for us. Or for me. Or I don't know, for these guys here. For our city. Allows us to introduce workplace improvements that will raise the efficiency of all sawmills and steam sawmills. That would be not bad, so we have more wood. But we first... I'm not sure, we just wait a moment until this thing is done. Allows us to deploy additional scout team at the beacon, rising to limit to 2. Hothouse. A few hardy crops can be grown here. Supply. Oh, that gives us food. Oh no, we need. Oh, we need a steam core for that. We don't have a core anymore. Thanks to the improved tools and methods, people employed in the medical post will heal the sick faster. Oh, that's a good thing, I guess. Okay, but first we need this beacon. That's, I think, our priority. Because when we need these cores, and we can only get them for exploration, we need that. Is it resources? Back? Okay, we need steel. Okay, still steel. It's not looking good, and it's so cold. Maybe I will remove some people. But there are so many people ill, that's just terrible. Where are people left to work? I hope it's soon done, and then we hope for the best. That this mine will at least give us some heat. So. Can I remove some people? Okay, I think I removed now for the moment some people from the workshop. So just so we get more people. I need coal. I really desperately need coal. So food. Oh, oh no! Final warning, people are ferocious. Sir, people are extremely discontent with your rule. A revolt could break out against you at any time, minute. What should we do? We must hold on for a couple more days. Please. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. What's the question mark? What kind of question mark? Here? Oh no! That's terrible. We need to do something. Okay. Can't we? I need now some, you know, we make a good rule now, so they are a bit more happy. We take something nice. Here, we make this public house, so they can drink and feeling better. Oh, hope will. Oh no. Patrons of the public house are less discontent. I think that sounds really good. I'll make this one.
Hear me.
Okay, it's a bit better. Oh my god. Oh, Knopfans, you're funny. What's there to be mad about? It's only -40 and they're being sent to work in a mine. Yes, I don't know what's the problem, to be honest. I mean, they're getting warm when they work out, or? Oh, the poor guys. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, just imagine we would have to walk here surrounded by snow. It's super cold and nothing is working well and all is terrible. Okay, we make now a public house. We need to make our guys happy. People? Okay, and we need to research something, I said. But all costs so much stuff, I think. There's something cheap what we can research? No. Sorry, wait. We will have a heart attack like this. It could be worse, tier 9. How could it be worse? We don't have food, we don't have coal, we have freeze, we have no resources. It's looking not really good, yeah. But okay, I hope we can make it better. Now at least we have this coal mine going on. Yeah, I hope it will get better like that. So the next what we do now is that if we manage it to do before the game is game over for us, we will make this beacon, this one. So I need steel and wood, a lot of steel. So if we can. Oh yeah, we know what to do, we're just lacking proper leadership. Oh, I think they don't like me. It could be raining, no, but... Yeah, you're a funny guy. They could be naked, or that would be also... I think you will... I mean, we have already... So we have hungry, they're starving, we have ill people and sick people and... Oh, it's terrible. But okay, you help the sick. They and their families are grateful. Gott sei Dank, at least something. This content is going down. Good job. Okay, but we need some food. So, I think okay. Managed to place out our hope rises. Okay, so we got that, but maybe I have 2 less people in the cooking station. Where's this cooking place? Cooking house. Okay, someone is cooking. Good. Open the public house. Where's the public house? Oh, this one. We need a worker for that. We have so many ill people, that's terrible. Okay, I will move now some hunters because we need steel and wood. Give you steel. So, and I think we need one guy in this. Is it? Public house, where was it? The child shelter, care house, here. So, I hope that will work. Then we remove now here some workers, and I need maybe someone to cook. Where's the cooking? Yeah. I hope this will help. It's raining, being naked, and a snowstorm. You have a terrible imagination. That's really it's already terrible enough how it's now. I hope we will, you know, turn it around and that we can make something. We have now wood, we have some coal, and now we just need steel. And with steel we make the beacon, and then we make exploration, and then I hope all gets better. What a cold heart, Black Dragon. I think so. Black Dragon, at the moment you say, that's really, really harsh what you suggest here, yeah? These poor guys. I mean, they're already so troubled with me. When does the public house work? Why it's not working? Probably the guy's ill or something. So I need to wait to get steel. We can't make a new law. So maybe I make now fast forward a bit. So we have coal and yeah. So what's the new law what we want to take? Has anyone a suggestion what we should make? So we have now House of Pleasure. Our hard-working people deserve all the relief we can provide, and some of them yearn for the pleasures of the flesh. Aha. Okay. What's this? Moonshine? We can give people a bit of liquor now and then to soothe their aging bodies and souls. Every meal slightly lowers... Okay. Eating soup causes less discontent. That's good, I think. Just drink and all is done. Okay. So... What's bottom here? Ah, this was this prosthetics. I don't know. So we can do, I would suggest we go for this prosthetics, or we do the moonshine and then they drink. And I mean, every meal slightly lowers discontent and eating soup causes less discontent. That sounds not bad. I mean, they have to eat soup at the moment all the time, so it's maybe good if they are not so stressed about that. Okay. Bye, Mr. Big. Good evening. And thank you for joining the stream. As Patata, I think little Timmy will not see this Christmas. Yeah. I am not sure what we are doing now. Yeah, I think maybe, I hope if we take prosthetics that we can get our workers back. That's my main point. So maybe we make do. Yeah, we make that now. I hope this will work. At least they will go back to work and help us. I will give these people their lives back in a way. Yeah. So let's see what we have to make for that. Is it here? I'm still for the hookers. Maybe later. Okay, now if we get now the first steel, we will make this beacon. So all about the beacon now. Again, someone died. I'm sorry. Okay, we have the beacon. Oh, someone else died. Oh ye mini. Oh ye. Out of fear. And construction. Was construction? Tech? Okay. Beacon. Oh, we have to build something. Okay, I thought I would just get something. Maybe. What does it go here? Open the public house. Doesn't work, the public house? Time left 2 days and 10 hours. Do I need to make a street here? Maybe because of that it doesn't work? I'm not sure how the streets have to be built sometimes. Thick, thick. No one here, no coal. Was low coal? Was low. We have 140. That's amazing at the moment for us. And we have 30 ill people and 20 in palliative care. We make this public house built. A public house has been erected in accordance with the new law. People are obnoxious to let off steam in the new house of respite. Okay, good. So we have to. Yeah, we have to research more. We can make more scouts. Cost us 20 wood. Allow us to deploy an additional scout team at the beacon, raising the limit to 2. Maybe go for resources. Did you just build a building of hope next to a cemetery? I really don't know, to be honest. I just built it somewhere. I didn't pay so much attention. And cemetery gives you also hope, because you can say goodbye to your beloved people. So cemetery is not a bad building. Or? Thanks to improvement tools and methods, people employed in a medical post will heal the sick 10% faster. That would be not a bad idea. Bunkhouse. Dwelling for 10 people that is adequately protected from the weather. Oh, okay. That would be also good to get better houses. What's here? Wall drill. Drills the walls of our crater, uncovering trees that once formed a forest before the ice engulfed them. Extracts iron from the deep deposits and processes it to deliver up to 40 steel per standard workday. Maybe we make that one. Because I have a steel problem all the time. Okay. Tia and I are baffled by your logic and I can't argue against it. I don't know if my logic is so good. I'm just doing what I think it's maybe a good way. I'm not sure. So, beacon build. We are no longer lost and blind. Yeah! From now on, our people will be able to survive the icy barrens and surround us, the Frostland. Gott sei Dank. We just needed a million of years to do that, but we managed it. Oh. Huh? Oh, okay, now we are on the map. What do we have here? So, Lost Expedition. Send scouts here to learn more about this place. Numerous tents. We can see people moving about. There must be lost members of our expedition. This peculiar building must be the Arctic Observatory the Royal Society built to the... There's smoke over it. I think we go first here. Oh, can I do that? No? What can I do now? Yeah. Maybe I have to first place someone at the thingy. Scouts, of course. I need 5 workers to make scouts, of course. Yeah. Someone died again. Okay. So, I need to put away somewhere 5 workers. So you don't do it from the coal. And, this is our coal mine. What's here? With steel. People from our convoy, ready to search. People cheer as the giant observation balloon soars above the city. This is a real feat. Everyone feels proud of the work they have done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for our lost people in the Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. We needed a win. So, since we have at the moment some wood, I would just say we make lesser people. I take one from this and now I make that. Ah, so now we have some scout. Okay, Mr. Scout, go here. 11 hours. Okay. Okay. We made it! Yeah! I hope we get some people back. Or anything positive and good will come out of this expedition. I hope so. Oh, okay, so let's see. We have many ill people. They have even more sick people which are not treated. Luckily, guys, you said we should take the kids for the medicine work. That was a really good idea. Otherwise, I think we would have even a bigger problem. Oh. Okay, that we did already. Just make now the time a bit faster. And I hope that our scout mission will be successful. So, once they reach an unexplored site, scouts will await your orders. To issue them, click the highlighted icon. Okay. Team course. Okay. Scouts will often need your decision on how to deal with what they find. Note: scouts carry the resources they recover with them, so in order to make use of these resources, you need to call them back to the city and wait for their return. Okay. Okay, explore. The rest of our people made a camp here, too exhausted to go on. We should escort them to the city. Lost Expedition, a happy reunion. We enter the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. A chore of excited voices welcomes us. Thanks God you found us. We had been wandering for days until we couldn't go any longer. Soon we begin to starve. Yeah, my people starve too. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. Sites discovered. Gloomy caves, sturdy shelter. Okay, escort the survivors to the city, send the survivors to the city. What do you think? Should we escort them home or just let them go alone? I assume if we tell them go alone, that something terrible will happen and they come into, I don't know, the ice storm and there will come some bear which will attack them and kill all. I don't know, something terrible. That's just my idea. I would probably escort them home just to be sure that we get new people. So, but I don't know. I just want to be, you know, safe and bring them home safe in our town. I don't know if there's better in our town, but it would be at least something. So because of that, I would choose this one. Oh, I can see that. Okay. Scouts will set out towards our city and bring them survivors quickly and safely with them. Hier 10:22. What's here? Survivors will set out towards our city on their own. It will take longer and some of them may die. Yeah, see? We make that one. Bring them home safely. Oh. Yeah, it's better. I hope today's a good day. I don't know if it's a good day. Our coal is getting low again. Seems like.
Work time. Get back to work.
So, scouts number 1 have returned safely to the city. Scouts have arrived with 10 engineers, 4 children, and 22 workers. Yeah! You can disband the scouts at the beacon or send them back out into the Frostland. We will send them out into the Frostland. Oh. People from our convoy reunions. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships. But shouldn't there be only settlements nearby? The first expeditions left London long ago, as they ought to be well established by now. They surely help us to find our footing. We will look for the others. Okay. So, let's see. We found this place. And there's a dark cave entrance visible on the hillside. We think we saw a faint wisp of smoke coming from it, but it's gone now. Sturdy shelter. Send scouts here to learn more about this place. A bulky, cylindrical construction stands on a small hill. The Union Jack flies over it, but there's no sign of movement. This there's smoke of it. So, okay, 15, 15, 20, 22. So I would just go for this place because it's a bit more closer. So, take this one. Okay, now we have many people and we just will now let them work. First. Oh, our people found a trail leading into the wilderness. We should follow it. We must find other people and ask them for help to secure our survival. Really? Find another settlement. Yeah, what? Okay. So first, we let more people work at the coal mine. Okay, see, people are coming now. And we make our hunters full because we have no more people. I think we should make more hunters. We make our workshop full. And since we have so many ill people, maybe make those. Medical post. So we need a place where they can sleep. So we have to research that. Oh, I mean there was something. Was it bunkhouse? Yeah, this one. Okay, but we need to wait for that. Okay, then for the moment we make a normal house. Here street. should be good now. Okay. We have here hunter, so we make more hunter. And then we make more from this. And was machen wir noch? Okay. For now, I will place probably these engineers. I don't know where I place them. Public house? Maybe? That's a good question, what we make now. Let's see. So, but we didn't we make this prothesis a thing? Do we need to build a factory or something like that? Or maybe we have to research something before, I don't know. But I need... I don't know what we need. Hungry, they're starving. Of course. But maybe make more hunters. For now. Food, hunter. So then maybe we can take some people out and place them, the engineers then inside, something like that. I don't know how we make the balance, but maybe that's a good idea. Can we make double shift for food? Oh. So, is there something good for food? It's only for this discontent. Maybe we can research something which makes our food production better. Hunting tactics, flying hunters, healthcare, insulation, infirmary. Okay. How much does it cost? 75 wood. Ooh. 75. Wow, that's really expensive. Okay, they're still walking. Okay. Yeah, Dr. Cool, I was just looking. But for food we don't have so much. I can make this house. But that's just for, you know, a warmer place. But for food we need this upgrade, and I need 75 wood and 25 of steel. Yeah, as you can see, we don't have a lot of resources, as always, low on resources. Yeah, also we have to be careful, soon the wood here will deplete, and we don't have anything researched for that. But the people are really hungry. That's not good. So I will just now make the time a bit faster again, so they will come back from the hunt, and I hope then it will get better. Oh, scouts are there. Let's see. So, Survivors Observatory. Explore. Some things I miss at the observatory. Snow covers the precious instruments and the dome is open, letting out a thin column of smoke. Someone is inside. We explore. The sun is dimming. Instead of astronomers, we are met by some of our lost people. They explain that they came here for help, but found everybody dead. The astronomers continued their observations until they starved. What was so important for them? They wrote it up in their diaries. The loss of the sunlight can't be explained solely by the falling of the atmosphere by the southern volcanoes. The sun is dimming. Okay, sites discovered, crash site. Okay, we have now. Our scouts will set off towards our city and bring the survivors back. So we get 4 children, 19 workers, and 11 engineers. When we send them alone, we can have a problem. And we can just let them die here. We take them, even if we have a food problem. And I hope we can fix that, hopefully. But yeah, I can't let them here to die. So, and I don't want to send them alone home. We will bring them home. Yes, I think so, Dr. Cool. We bring them home. And hope for the best. But that it's really cool made with this outside exploration. That's the interesting part. Okay. So probably we will make, before they come home. Oh, I don't have wood. Okay. Of course, we have no wood. If they come home, my idea was to make, you know, more hunter. One more hunter camp. That we have a raw food, and then yeah. Oh, we can make a new law. So what should we do? We can make House of Pleasures. Welcome back, Black Dragon. So we can make House of Pleasures, which will lower the discontent, but hope will fall also. We can make Moonshine, which has no negative aspects for us, only good ones. Because people just drink a little bit. You can make duels, but I would not like that so much because they can get killed, and it's not a good idea, I think. You can make the ceremonial funerals, that's also okay. So we did this already. So overcrowding. Our medical facilities should be fully utilized even if we have to put the patients on the floor. Okay, I would not like so much. And this. Okay, I can't give them now extra food because we are also already starving. So we can make. I would probably go for something here. So maybe we make now the moonshine so they're a bit more happy when they eat, if they get something to eat. Then we can make House of Pleasures after that. I mean, I don't have the resources to buy a building or build it, so I hope so. People get some alcohol every day to cheer them up. Yeah. A glass a day keeps the worries away. I missed a good tipple. Yeah, we took moonshine. No puns. Now they can just drink. I admit I feel a little hopeful today in spite of the circumstances. I hope today is a good day. Better than yesterday, that's for sure. So, okay, when the new workers will come, we have to see what we do. Temperature's starting to make life really difficult. Oh, we're getting cold again. I hope I don't freeze to death on duty. And our coal is super low. Ooh, Okay, I make now extra work shift, I guess. I'm sorry, guys. But we have to do that. We need some coal. It's really, really desperate. Okay, and they are hungry like crazy. So can I make? I don't know what we make. So if this is done, the steel works. I guess we make this first, so get more steel. Then we can maybe upgrade. I don't know what to do. Can I make a second coal mine? I can. But we need a core for that. A steam core, but we don't have anything. Oh. Man from Winterhome. We found an exhausted man at the edge of our city. He said that he came from Winterhome. Settlement located not far from here. That he was the last survivor. Winterhome is dead. Everyone is dead. There's no hope for survival in this accursed wasteland. You are all doomed. You must escape. Those were his last words. So we are alone. We are alone. News has shocked everyone in the city. There were supposed to be so many settlements and construction crews here. People living normal lives in homes heated by generators, but we are alone. Hope falls. Of course. What's now? Terrible. All these poor people, we can't end up like them. How are we supposed to survive if they didn't? We should have stayed in London. Surely it couldn't have fallen like this. They are all dead? The hope is going super down now. Oh, Jemini. Winterhome has fallen. They are all dead. How will we survive here without any help? We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather as the news of the fate of Winterhome spreads through the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. I must give them some purpose. Choose your path, or choose our path. People are shaken, backed by fear and doubt. They have lost hope in our chances of survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit reckless acts. We have to unite them behind a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into the chaos of consumed Winterhome. Order and discipline, faith and spiritual strength. I don't know. Is there something what I know what I can do? So, what do you think? What should we do? Should we go for order and discipline? Or should we go for faith and spiritual strength? Order and discipline, do you say, Black Dragon? Any other opinion? Dr. Cool also order and discipline? Okay. Let me do order and discipline. If that's your opinion. Okay. Purpose. Okay. Book of Laws. Neighborhood Watch. We need to mobilize and stand together to help people in need and protect them from troublemakers. After introducing this law, new building watchtower. Watchtowers increase the hope of people living nearby. You will have to build 2 watchtowers. Okay. Then we make watchtowers. Why not? Good, we need someone to keep the peace and watch for trouble. It seems like a good idea, but I worry where it may lead. Steel workers researched. Okay. Now we can check how the steel works is. We need 25 wood. And we have the fixed places also where we can build that. Okay, then we need the street. Scouts number 1 have returned safely to the city. You can disband the scouts, blah blah blah. So, we have new people now, a lot of new people. Now we need the street going here. What do I need for streets? I think I need wood though. Probably. Okay, we need more wood. I said before we do anything, we need more hunters, yeah? First we need more food. Oh, I have... Oh, I don't have food. Can I destroy this gathering house? So, can I beat now the street? Is it enough? But that should be okay, I hope so. Then make a street for that. And increase hunters and gatherers. We can make resource depot upgrade. Resource depots will be able to store 50% more resources. Maybe we make this upgrade here. Oh, I need so much wood for that. Okay, maybe we make then this one. Allows us to introduce workplace improvements that will raise the efficiency of all sawmills and steam sawmills. So then we have maybe more wood to research faster other technology stuff. Okay, and now we make a... I make nothing. That would be handy, more storage. For what do I need more storage? I don't have even any resources. I mean, my problem is that I don't have anything. No? Or I'm wrong. I mean, can be wrong too? Oh, what's here? The unconvinced want to leave. Sir, you have convinced the majority, but hope is low. A group of our people are still so scared that they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. They come to try to change your mind. You say your order will save us. Nonsense. What are we going to orderly decide who eat the first when we start to starve? If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. Calm down, we're not going to die. The Londoners. The people are divided. Some of them are so scared that they plan to leave the city. Fear may lead people to desperate acts. Maintain peace, give people hope, and manage the discontent to guide the city safely through the looming social crisis. Okay. Okay. Londoners are a group of people who are so frightened by the situation that they want to go back to London in a misguided belief that it's the only way to survive. People will join the Londoners when the hope level is low and leave them when it's high. The Londoners will challenge your rule, provoking conflicts and urging others to leave the city. The intensity of conflict depends on the general condition of society. Okay. So we have to bring more hope to our people. Like that. But first we need more food, I would say. Do we need 20 wood? Wasn't it not some... I think we had here... Here was a wood thing. They can just for now collect wood. So they're just busy until we are done with building. I make one more wood, not wood, one hunter. So people are ill, starving, and need a house. And the tendency is growing that the people become Londoners. We have now here order. What do we need? 10 wood, 5 steel. This. Oh, I can't just make it in the middle? It's not nice. Doesn't sweeten the spot. Okay. So maybe here. I hope that will make them a bit more hopeful. Oh, I forgot to send our scout outside. I forgot it. So we have now a crash site. Several wrecked vehicles, no sign of life. They are probably our machines. Let's hope so. We had to leave a number of supplies. That would be maybe a good place because we need this steam cores, and maybe when these are machines, maybe then we get the cores of that. I hope so. So I think we sent it to them. And what's here? That's a yellow point. Search for the others. There are probably more people then. So I would say we go now here. I hope then we are able to build more and different things. I still don't know how to make this prothesis for our ill people. Did I miss it somewhere? Maybe we have all these buildings here. We have this. We have food. We have resources. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we have all of them. I don't know. Angry about the cold. Captain, our people are angry about the cold in their homes. They have gathered to protest against your neglect of their suffering, demanding that you act immediately. Londoners have infiltrated the crowd, and they use people's anger to turn them against you. You're better to do something. Let's heat some homes. Let's heat all homes. Disperse the crowd. I won't address this right now. It sounds a bit, you know, like in Tropico, where you always make your speech. I have always the same speech that works really well there. You say, church, it will all make better, and I don't know, workspace, something like that. And most of the time it will work. So, yeah. Yeah. Also, we have to start heating 5 cold homes within 2 days, then keep them heated for 3 days. We have to start heating 11 cold homes within 24 days, then keep them heated for 3 days. I don't know, can we heat them? I don't know if it works. Maybe we try this one. Oh, heat something. Oops, this one. Okay, but I don't have any homes, so maybe make I don't have resources as always. Yeah, nothing. We don't have anything all the time. Can I heat these houses? Oh. I don't know. I mean, here's a Steam hub, but this house that doesn't get probably heated. Seems like only this workspaces, even if there's a hub next to the house. That's weird. Heat all houses maybe. Yeah, how? That's my problem. We didn't have research that I can improve the steam level or the range. You know, maybe we have to research that we can increase the range, so we also heat here this ring, maybe. But we have a food problem and we have homeless people. And I still don't have wood. I hope that they will not get too discontent now, and now many people are getting ill. Oh, and the Londoners got many more followers. Good evening, Zucker. How are you? If you have resources for upgrading. We need here 20 wood for that. I don't know. What do we have here? I don't know what we do. People join the Londoners. Sir, the people who want to leave for London have successfully urged their friends and neighbors to join them. People are more easily persuaded because they have little hope in our ultimate survival. I see. Looking not so good, guys. I'm fine, Zuko. Thank you very much. We just our city is not doing so well, to be honest. Looking not so good. It's really cold. We have minus 40 degrees. It's cold and it's snow and people are hungry and yeah. And they get ill. We have no homes. I have no resources. At least we have coal at the moment. That's something. I hope it gets better with steel now when we have this coal mine. But maybe we make second sawmill so I get more wood. I don't know what's better. First to make now a tent maybe. But okay. So I hope at least the homeless don't get more ill. That's the saved game from last time, Zucker, but we played now already a bit over 2 hours. So today I only played Frostpunk. We had some little problems like people being wired and discontent about my leadership and all is terrible and yeah, we are hungry and we had many ill people and yeah, some little problems. but we didn't fail, so okay, now we should get at least get a bit more wood. I hope so. Okay. So now we can decide what we research next. I mean, we should make this heating stuff because we get them. So maybe it will help when we increase the generator range. Maybe? I think that I would try. Allows us to turn up the generator range setting and extend its heat zone. I mean, we need more coal, of course. Yeah. Maybe we make that, because when we make the first one, we get just more heat, but it doesn't spread more. So I will take that one. I hope that's a good idea. Okay. Mild frostbite. The citizen became gravely ill. We have no food from the cookhouse again. Make it tents. Didn't I make some more of these hunter camps? Did or? Let me check. So here hunter camp with 50 people. Oh, the scout is there. We have to check it. Okay. That's where our expedition was split up when our vehicles crashed during a snowstorm. Some of our precious supplies should be here. Wood and raw food. Okay. Crash site, Fate of the Forgotten. There's plenty of priceless supplies in the wrecks of our expedition. Searching among the crates scattered in the snow behind the wrecks, we found the bodies. They are tangled together in a single frozen mass. And if these people were trying to find at least a bit of warmth just before they died, we can do nothing for them. Not even bury them. Ooh, this was a lot of resources. 140 wood, wow. And food. I think I just let him go home first. So we get the resources. Does building more generators increase hope? That's a good question. We have to check that. I don't know. You mean these little hubs? We can... So when we make this watchtower, that makes people more hopeful. Oh, maybe make one more of these. Did I build the first one? I think that's this one. Oh, the watchtower. We need the guy who's working there. Oh. Like I have even to build 2 watchtowers. So we make one here and one on the other side. Oh, I didn't lie to my people. Did it fit here? No. Here. It would be perfect here because there are so many buildings, houses. There's no space. That's always the bad thing when you start a building game and you don't know what are the sizes of the buildings and you don't use probably every space. Okay. So we have at least I have a lot of coal at the moment and we have some wood and What are we doing now? Did I miss anything else than a revolution against TNS dictator? I was not a dictator. I tried my best, but I failed miserably. So, but yeah, we still try to make it good. Okay, we need more food. Food. I think now like that. So. Okay. And this was coal. How many people do we have here? I make some from the steel away. So we can send more to the hunt. Oh. People are hungry. Captain, some of our people are here to talk about the lack of food. They've been hungry for days now, and they fear that they soon will begin to starve. They want you to do something. Let's feed them. I don't know with what. So, I have nothing. Okay, you have 3 days to feed everyone. Let's feed and stockpile some food. You have 3 days to feed everyone and stockpile 70 food rations. Yeah, 70. No, I won't address this right now. Okay, I think we'll try and say let's feed them. I don't think we can do that, but it sounds good. Okay. A dictator are saying they are trying their best. I think that proves you are one. No! She wanted to burn corpses with great zeal. That was the idea from not from me. I just said it's a good idea because, you know, it's cold and we need some heat and my coal was depleting. And yeah, it was desperate, yeah, that all people survive. We... Oh, I don't know what we are doing with our food, to be honest. Okay, but now comes the favorite sentence of Zuko. I say now, guys, it's already so late, I have to go to sleep. So, we save now. And, new save file in the second day. So. Also, guys, I don't know if you saw it, I posted it on Twitter and Discord, I think also. Tomorrow in the evening, so my evening, 8 PM, I make a stream with Inklings and Ninja and Shimmer, and we will always stream it, so you can watch my stream or Inkling stream or Shimmer's or Ninja's. Also, we made a link for multi-Twitch, there you can watch all streams at the same time if you want to. And we will explore together Somerset and do the world bosses and all the new abyssal gazers and public dungeons and I don't know what, but we'll play together for a while and we will all stream it. And it would be great if you tune in and give us some company, that would be nice. And before I do now anything else, this time I don't forget it, we will host someone, but I have to take a look who we will host. Because most of the time I just tell you I have to go, I'm tired, good night, and I always want to remind myself that we will host someone, but I forget it often. So, but not on purpose, that's just, yeah. So maybe we just host Bearded Jack, because he plays ESO, and then you can watch a bit ESO. Why not? So guys, thank you everyone for tuning in. And I hope you enjoyed the stream, and even if it was maybe not the best approach of, you know, leading our city in success, I hope that we make next time a bit more progress and that we can find some food. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a lot of fun. I hope I see you tomorrow, and I wish you a good night and sleep well. And yeah, thank you so much for your support. And yeah, gute Nacht. Bye bye.